Hey, what's up, everybody? Todd Goade, NPFL Pro. Want to give you a tournament breakdown from the Santee Cooper event last week, and I specifically want to talk about making good decisions on the water. As you know, the NPFL has instituted a no forward-facing sonar rule for the 2025 season, and one of the things that I normally do when I go to a lake and I start practicing for the event is I try to figure out how to get 5 bites first, and then kind of expand on that. Well, I had a really good practice. One of the days I shook off a lot of jig bites and still caught like 24 pounds. And the second day, I think I only set the hook like 6 times and had 27 pounds. And really wasn't even in my key area. So I thought I had a really good plan going in for the event. Day one was awesome. I caught a 912, had 22 pounds. I could kind of tell my jig bite was going away. I got one bite on it, and it was a 4-pounder. Caught a few little ones on it. But day two, I could tell in my prime area, even where this is where I'd caught them 2 years ago too, and finished second. It was just starting to be a grind in there. You could kind of feel it. But I lost a 5-pounder in there that morning, but I was still able to catch 4 for 24 pounds. I mean, at 2:30, and I had to be in at 3:15, I catch that second 8-pounder. I had 2 8-pounders on day two. And I just really pushed it too long in that area. I stayed to the last minute to try to, thinking I could get one more big bite, and it just didn't pan out. Had I made a better decision then, what I know now on day three, I probably could have run around there and caught a keeper pretty quick. Day three, I go to my prime area, got a really long day of fishing, so I'm comfortable, I'm settled into the area. At 11 o'clock, I haven't gotten a bite. And I sat down in the boat, I reached in the rod box, I got a Pulse Fish spinning rod out, a Mad Airy Tournament Edition do-all unit, a shaky head with a Zoom trick worm on it. And I was just like, I got to go get 5 bites. So just instinctually, it told me, this isn't working. Let's go do something different. So I had found some docks from a couple years ago. I didn't even practice them because they're pretty good, pretty dependable. I went to the first dock. Normally they're on the end of this dock, but for some reason I started on the walkway. Pitched this trick worm up there in 2 foot of water. The first flip, I lose a 3.5-pounder. And I was like, dang. Next pole over, I pitch under the dock and I catch a 4. Get him in the box. 2 poles later, I catch another 4. And I'm starting to get kind of settled down. I'm like, yeah, I might catch my limit on this dock. I fish about 3 more poles. I catch a 3.5-pounder. So I've got 3 in the box for like 11 pounds. So I'm starting to feel a little better about it because this happened in 10 minutes. Get to the end of the dock, don't get a bite there. The next really good decision I made, I pull a trolling motor up. I had another place that was probably 6 or 7 miles from this one that had a peninsula of trees on it, and it had like 5 or 6 feet of water around those trees. But off to the side, there was one lone cypress tree over there, and anybody that's bass fished a long time, just anything irregular, you better make sure you're throwing your bait at it. So I fished around that peninsula of trees, didn't get a bite. I get to that lone tree and I throw this trick worm over there. It hits the bottom and it just goes this way. And I set the hook and it's a 5-pounder. So I've got 4 now, feeling really good about the day. I'm feeling kind of comfortable again, settled down. So I go back to my primary area thinking, dang, I've got 4 for, 15. Maybe I can get one more big bite in my primary area and have another 23 to 25-pound day. I go in there and again, no bites. I did catch one 14-incher that gave me my limit, but I fished all the key spots in there and nothing. I got about 40 minutes left to go, and I was like, I'm gonna go hit this dock one more time. So I roll around there to that dock. I make the exact same cast that I lost that 3.5-pounder on, and I catch another one almost 4 that gave me my weight for the day, 18 something. So I say all that to say, instinctual bass fishing, it's a lot of fun. You don't have to rely on a box with a transducer. It was really fun, this event, just to get out there, make good decisions, catch big bass, and just figure it out as you go and not have a crutch. You know, this tournament, if we would have had FFS, probably would have been one in the back of pockets on a jerkbait, probably scoping them, would be my guess. But we went fishing. Everybody went fishing. Had a great time. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. And, you know, next time you're out on the water, use some of those instinctual things. If something's talking to you in the back of your head, like it was for me to dig this spinning rod out of the box, do it, and it'll turn your day around probably. So thanks again. I'll see you guys out on the water.